Yo, we are live, episode 10, guys. Welcome to another podcast on I Stand On That. And guess what, guys? We got DA. We're gonna get 2 claps and a Ric Flair for Mr. DA being black. Y'all ready? Go.
Yeah.
Woo!
Appreciate it.
Hey, I'm excited to have DA back because y'all know DA bring that Charlemagne vibe to our actual show.
Oh, man.
Why you just can't be DA? DA is DA?
Charlemagne, aka vibe. Is that?
Oh, okay.
Is that cool?
DA, just built different, B.
I'm built different.
Okay.
But, I'm gonna let it slide.
It's cool. So, but you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm excited about this show. So I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody introduce themselves. DA, once again.
It's DA as always. I know y'all miss me. I miss y'all too. And I'm glad to be back, and I can't wait to talk about what we're gonna talk about today.
Oh, it's Bird. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'm gonna definitely be giving my eyes view on a few things.
Monster Alpheus, a.k.a. King of Kill, a.k.a. You know what it is, a.k.a. That's how we do it.
All right, and this Mr. Daily Insight, aka Lump. I'll be doing a little hosting today, but we're gonna have a collab effort on that. If y'all fellas don't mind on that,
Yeah, that's something.
you know what I mean on that tip. So we're gonna get into a few things, folks. Talk about a few subjects. But the DMX thing, right? We must discuss that, and everybody here on the panel, we did agree. Yeah, so we did agree that this is going to be an actual something that we did want to talk about. And Mr. Harrington, G-Man in the building. He is not with us right now. So he had a family matter that he had to attend to, so he wasn't able to make it. You know what I mean? So
big up my brethren. Big up.
So when it comes to that, we here in spirit. I hope you watching. You know what I mean? I'm excited. You know what I mean? So, but we're gonna dive into this actual DMX topic, right? So everybody know he passed away.
Yep.
Rest in peace. You know what I mean? So, and we're gonna kind of get into a few things, a few aspects of what DMX meant to us, as far as music wise. Of course, we're gonna dive into the whole mental health and some other topics as well. So we want to kind of just dive into that. So I'm gonna start with Mr. DA.
Okay.
Right? When it comes to DMX, right? What does he mean to you, just as an individual, politically, on a music level, whatever it may be? What does he mean to you, man? Talk to me about that.
Let me, condolences to his family and all his loved ones. This is a hard time for them. This is a hard time for them, given the fact that, at 50. I lost my mom at 54, and so I can say that at 50 is young, and so, he's gone too soon, in my opinion. And as far as his legacy, there's no doubt that when you think about DMX, like, he is arguably one of the best rappers that have ever, graced the mic in hip hop. Partly, in my opinion, due to the fact that he was so simple. In terms of how he laid out his bars, that he was so hard. You know what I'm saying? With the impact of every bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, the simplest things that he would say, y'all can go back and listen to any one of his songs, and you'll notice what I'm talking about. And I actually appreciated that because, he was a complex man at the same time.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he had a lot of complexity and a lot of things that had happened in his life, things out of his control and other things within his control that made him who he is. And so I have much respect for him and the legacy he left behind. And I really my heart goes out to his family because they just lost, a pillar in their lives. And that's just, it's like, suddenly being naked if you haven't lost someone that was really close to you. And so I just know that they're dealing with a lot of pain and a lot of grief, and a lot of heartbreak right now. And at times it makes you think about, when things like this happen, it makes you think about, your own time on this planet. You know what I'm saying? We all know our birth date,
Correct.
but we don't know our end date. And what matters in between that time, no matter how long it is the quality of that time that you spend on this planet. And so, and I got to say, because, he spoke on another podcast, the one that Noriega has.
Okay.
And he
Drink
said,
Champs, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Right.
And
Okay.
he said on there, he said he had died at that moment. He looked back and said that he had a good life.
That's deep.
That's
You know what I'm saying? And so y'all need to go back and listen to that podcast and listen to his words. But he was a godsend in many ways.
And you from New York?
No, I'm not from New York.
You from New York?
No. I'm from
Hey man, I'm gonna hold you. I always get this dude crap right about him from being from New York. I swear this dude was from New York, right?
I went to school up there. I went to St. John's.
So I don't know why in my mind.
Yeah.
When my brother was making the shirts, I was like, I swear this dude from New York, right?
Yeah.
But he repping Orlando. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's my city.
But G-Man schooled me and said, you know what? He's from Orlando. He's not from New York. So he went to school in New York. So that's what it was.
He didn't take my word. He went to G-Man instead.
So it's cool. All right.
Yeah,
So
that's what I stand on.
all right. So we're gonna go to our next Mr. Podcast Extraordinaire, Mr. Akil Blake, man. So give us your thoughts. Tell the people what has DMX, or what does he mean to you as an individual, music mogul, whatever it may be. What does he mean to you?
First of all, with Allah's permission, through Allah, we return. You know what I mean? Allah allows us to be here, and Allah we return to.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When I think about DMX from a music standpoint, there's different aspects you could talk about DMX.
Correct.
Because he not only was he in music, he was in movies. He's known to be on Def Poetry Jam too, but also too, which we could dive into later. He symbolized a lot of what the black man goes through, spoken and unspoken, and relate to mental health and everything like that. But that's a big. So it's just not just when I think about DMX's legacy, I'm thinking about all of that all together. But from a music standpoint, I remember 1998. Get at me, dog! Yo, who is this? And he was almost like that. Raw, I'm gonna give it to you with no trivia. Almost like a spinoff of Wu-Tang, Redman, Old Dirty Bastard, like a new reincarnation of Old Dirty Bastard to a certain extent. But I was drawn to his music because of his rawness. It was unfiltered, and I related to it.
Correct.
I was able to relate to. I was able to feel it. I was able to get motivated, inspired, and get going on whatever it was I was doing.
So since you mentioned that, give me something that what, as far as his lyrics, or something that inspired you to make you say, you know what, this dude is real. Like this verse, or this whatever it was. As I heard it, as I listened to it, it got me to where. Name that example, or give us give the people that.
So 1998. My junior year, Miramar had just lost to Carroll City High School.
Talking about football?
Football wise.
Okay,
Miramar High School had just lost to Carroll City High School, and it was going to like the game before going to state or whatever, right?
Okay.
And when DMX dropped Slipping, I just used that like for my senior year. I got in the gym like, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Get back on my feet so I can tear shit up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I just remember being in the gym, in the weight room, just fucking dominate every fucking thing from that on out.
Let's go.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
Hey guys, he's crunk.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I use that, like, that song was like, if you down, you gotta get yourself back up. Nice. You gotta get up. So, and at that time, shout out my teammate Fritz. That motherfucker's the hardest working motherfucker I ever knew in my life. Okay. That motherfucker run like 8 miles before practice. He be like, where everybody else at? Like, what the fuck? But hearing that song, hearing that music, and DMX music in 1998, his second album that came in 1998 was very inspirational with me I'm going through this preseason and everything like that, trying to make sure my senior year was one of the most dominant years that I had.
Okay.
Football, wrestling, and track. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's what I did.
Dope. Hey.
You feel me?
Hey, the song "Slipping." We just actually listened to that song. Bird just played it, and he said some crazy stuff. As far as lyrics goes in that actual. In that song, and honestly, I can relate to it. I don't know if anybody else here could relate to some of those lyrics. Not having a father. Well, he didn't have any of his parents. They died at a certain age, but some of that stuff we can relate to, and people like to listen to music that they can relate to. And with DMX, we felt his music. So, but I'm gonna let Bird kind of chime in and give us his thoughts on what DMX basically meant to him as an individual.
X was a raw individual, uncut. He spoke what he wanted to, no matter where he was or how he felt is what you felt. And that's from every angle of X. You can sit down and you can listen to X pray and you bow your head. You bow your head, because what he's saying resonates with what you feel. He's speaking futuristic type prayer, you know what I mean? Because of what he's battled thus far, so when I listen to X, I sit down and I always think about that one song, One More Road to Cross. You know what I mean? And the song, he's like, I got one more road to cross, one more road to cross, one more thing to make. I got to make this move. And he talks about, and he talks about, like, it's always one more road to cross. You know what I'm saying? One more move to make. You feel what I'm saying? And even when you look at what he was battling, no matter if it was mental, no matter if it was drug, no matter if it was outside forces, he knew that he had to cross these roads. He knew that it was moves that he had to make to continue on. You know what I'm saying? So that battle you saw in his music. You saw his strength in his music. Like, every live performance, you felt it. Like a live X performance, bro. Like, you felt it. You know what I'm saying? And even the people that he brought around him, like, when you look at Rough Riders and you look at the videos, you know what I mean, that they was recording back in that time, it spoke on the type of leader that he was. You know what I'm saying? It spoke on how he brought people with him. He wasn't just for self, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when you look at the type of person that he became, because who he was and who he became was two totally different people. Like you said, like when he first came out, you saw, those were the different people that he was battling, though. Like, if you listen to Damien's story, part 1, 2, and 3, are y'all familiar with Damien's story, part 1, 2, and 3?
Oh, yeah.
When he's talking to the devil the whole time, he's talking to the devil the whole time.
If I'm not mistaken, he did have bipolar, right?
I'm not sure.
I'm not going to speak on that. I'm not sure on that.
I'm not sure. But that track in itself, I can resonate with it because everybody always has somebody that's speaking to them that's not them. No matter what type of spiritual force it is, you're right and you're wrong. Right. And in that song, he was speaking on right and wrong. Like, damn, I got to do this for you to do this for me. But if I was doing this for him, all I have to do is wait. But with me, you don't have to wait. You can get it now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, his battles, bro, like, he truly spoke about them. He was never afraid. And I think that his fearlessness spoke volumes.
Hey, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it himself, man. So, I'm gonna get my little thing about.
You got something to say about him.
Well, yeah. I met him in person. My actual volleyball coach. Shout out to Coach Santos. She's from New York and everything. I play volleyball. That's an interesting fact. Yes, I played volleyball. Yes, I was good at it. My actual coach, she took us on a trip to New York. My first time ever being in New York. In high school, I think it was my junior or sophomore year. Went up there, it's a bunch of guys, played volleyball, football players, basketball, and we all just kind of made a volleyball team. So we went out there. I think we stayed up for a whole week, right? So got out there, we went shopping, and I think in Brooklyn or the Bronx, one of those. We ended up seeing somebody, oh, there go X. So he's like, yo, what's good? What you down here for, son? Oh, we volleyball. Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Y'all want a picture? You want a picture, kid? Oh. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny. And I got the actual picture up. I'm going to put the picture up after the show. I'm going to put the picture up. It's a group of us. I'm going to put the picture up. And I actually, he had a few words with me afterwards because I was the one that always had the camera. You know what I mean? So I had the camera around. We took the actual picture, and he spoke.